Hey guys, welcome to math class today. So today we're going to be working on lesson 123. So you're going to need your packet 123 and we're going to be talking about time and a different way to refer to time that you've probably heard some adults say when we say 4:45 or 2:15. What does that actually mean? So we're going to be talking about that. First, we're going to watch a brain pop that talks about it a little more, and then we're going to be working on this paper together, and you're going to actually need this paper when we do our other work to refer to. So go ahead and get your stuff. You need that. You also need a pencil and eraser, and that's it today, and a ruler, of course, always a ruler. So I will see you in a few minutes after your brain pop.
It's field day. How can you tell time to the half hour? There's a lot of fun stuff planned today. What time is it, Moby? When you split something in half, you divide it into 2 equal parts. There are 60 minutes in 1 hour. Since half of 60 is 30, there are 30 minutes in a half hour. So, when the minute hand is on the 6, it's 30 minutes past the hour. Let's see. What time is it now? First, look at the hour hand, which is halfway between the 8 and 9. That means it's halfway between 8 and 9 o'clock. Then look at the minute hand, which is pointing to the 6. So, it's 30 minutes past 8, or 8:30. You can write the time using numbers and a colon. What time is the 3-legged race? The hour hand is between the 9 and 10, so it's halfway between 9 and 10 o'clock. The minute hand is pointing to the 6, so it's 30 minutes past the hour. The race is at 9:30. What time is lunch? "12:30. You can also say 12:30, because it's a half hour past 12 o'clock. I can't wait for the sack race. That's at 10:15. How can you tell time to the quarter hour? When you split something into quarters, you divide it into 4 equal parts. $1 is equal to 4 quarters. An hour can be split into 4 quarter hours. Since 1 hour has 60 minutes, each quarter of an hour is equal to 15 minutes. When the minute hand points to the 3, it's 15 minutes past the hour. What time does the sack race begin? The hour hand is just a little past the 10. The minute hand is pointing to the 3, which is a quarter past the hour. The sack race begins at 10:15. That's a quarter past 10 o'clock. What time is the jump rope contest? It's at 2:15. Remember, 2 quarters make a half. So when the minute hand is on the 6, it's 2 quarters past the hour. It's half past the hour, or 30 minutes past the hour. What time is the egg race? It's at 11:30, or half past 11. When the minute hand points to the 9, it's 3 quarters past the hour, or 45 minutes past the hour. What time is the water balloon toss? The hour hand is between the 2 and 3. but it's a lot closer to the 3. So, you know the time is close to 3 o'clock. The minute hand is pointing to the 9, which is 45 minutes past the hour. So, the water balloon toss starts at 2:45. We can also say 2:45. Well, we don't say 2:45. It's a lot easier to say that it's 1/4 to the next hour. What time are we doing arts and crafts? The hour hand is between the 1 and 2, but it's closer to the 2. The minute hand is on the 9. Arts and crafts begin at 1:45, or 1/4 to 2 o'clock. It's 8:30 now. The hula hoop contest starts at 8:45. That's 15 minutes from now. I can't wait.
Okay, let's do some examples. On this clock, we see that it is on 8:15 because the hour hand is pointing to the 8, and the minute hand, if we count by 5s, 5, 10, 15, is on the 3, so it is 8:15. Another way we can say this is 1/4 past 8 or 1/4 after 8. Okay, now if I move the minute hand to the 6, the hour hand moves just a tiny bit in between the 8 and the 9. This time is what? It is 8:30. A way people say that is because it is halfway through the hour. We call this 8:30. Now if we move our minute hand another 15 minutes, we get to this time. Can you guys guess what time it is? It is 8:45. Another way to say 8:45 is 1/4 to 9, because it still has 1/4 of the clock to go until it's 9 o'clock. Or another way of saying this, it sounds a little wonky, but it says 1/4 of 9 instead of 1/4 till 9. Okay, so now we added 15 more minutes to the clock, and you all know this one. It is 9 o'clock, and we just simply say 9 o'clock when we get to an hour with an o'clock. Now, we're going to go grab our papers, and we're going to practice writing some of these out. Okay, guys, so you're going to have a paper like this in your packet, 123. And first what we're going to do is we are going to write the time. So we know this one, it's 7 o'clock. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to write it from numbers, and we're going to write it in words. So what we're going to do down here, 7 o'clock. Okay. Oh, apostrophe clock. Okay, for number 2, now it's past the 7, so we know it's 7, and then 5, 10, 15, 15. So the time is 7:15. Now, what's new with this, there's 2 lines because there's 2 ways to write this. The first way, 1/4 past 7, or you're going to write 1/4 after 7. Okay, those are the 2 ways. 1/4 past 7 or 1/4 after 7. Okay, let's look at number 3. Still in the 7 o'clock hour. And we know 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. When it's pointing to the 6, it's always 30. So it's 7:30. And remember, it's halfway through the hour. So it is 7:30. All right, let's stick at number 4. We're still in the 7 o'clock hour because it hasn't hit the 8 yet. And if we count by fives, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. So it is 7:45. And we are going to say, this was that wonky one. 7:45, because there's this much left to go to 8 o'clock. Or we're going to write 7:45. Okay, what I would like you guys to do is take the information from this side, and I want you to work on this side by yourself. So you're going to pause this in a second, and then you are going to check your answers with mine. So what I want you to do is hit pause, do this, and then check your answers with mine. Okay? So hit pause right now. Okay, so check your answers right now with yours that are already finished. So number 5 is 5:15 or 5:15, and it is 5:15. For number 6, it's 9:15, 9:15 or 9:15. Number 7 is 5:45, 5:45 or 6:15. Okay, those are the wonky ones. 9:45, 9:45 or 10:15. Okay, good deal. So if you're not finished with these, checking them, go ahead and push pause, and then go ahead and push play again when you're ready to do your guided practice. Okay, let's do our guided practice together. Make sure you have your rulers. This is a little different. It says draw a 3-inch line. So now we're going to go to our inch side. 3-inch line. And then we're going to measure this using inches. Ooh, they're going back to 2.5. They're having you do 1/2 inches now. Make sure your 2 is the same size as your 1/2. Okay. All right, let's read number 1. It says 5 children in Mrs. O'Neill's class made books. Each book has 3 pictures. How many pictures did the children draw all together? So we need to know, how many children are there? There are 5 children in her class. Each book has 3 pictures. How many pictures did each child draw? Or how many did they draw together? So we're going to make 5 groups. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Here are the 5 groups. And each group has 3 pictures. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so the number sentence, this is an equal group, so we need to do that accordingly. So number sentence, how many groups are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 groups times 3 pictures equals 15 pictures. So the answer is 15 pictures. All right, so this is the one that we've been working on. Let's figure out first of all what time it is. So it's not at the 5 yet, so it's 4:45. Okay, and we need to figure out which one is this. Is it 4:15, 4:45, 4:45, or 5:15? So if we need to, we can go back and look at our papers at 45. 45, if we look here, here's an example of 7:45. 7:45, so it's 7:45 the next hour, 7:45. So let's look. It would be 4:45, so these are our 2 options, 4:45 or 4:45. Well, we know that we need to go past that hour. So the answer is 4:45. Okay? Number 3, we need to fill in these missing numbers, and look, we know how to count by quarters, so let's just pretend these are quarters and we can keep counting. So 25, 50, 75, 100. Then we start over, 125, 150, 175. Then we go to 200, 225. Okay, and here we're adding 10, so 44, 54, 64, 74, 84, 94. Now we're going backwards. 64, 54, 44, 34, 24, and 14. All right, number 4 goes along with our probability that we had. It says Lauren has 6 red socks, 12 white socks, and 4 black socks in her drawer. If she takes out 1 sock without looking, which of these colors is she most likely to get? Either red, white, or black. Think about which one she has the most of. If you said 12 white socks, or she has white socks most because she has 12 of them, you are right. So she is most likely to get white socks. Okay, let's look at number 5. Let's label our array first of all. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 by 1, 2, 3 by 3. So we know we're going to use the numbers 6 and 3. So we know it says circle the number sentence for this array. Well, we know arrays are multiplication, so we're going to get rid of our adding ones. Okay? And so we know that the numbers we are going to use are 6 and 3, so we can eliminate that one. So our array is that one, our number sentence. What you're going to do here is what we did yesterday. Make sure you are rewriting these and make sure you are lining them up. Okay? Again, if I'm going too fast, pause it and catch up, and then you can start the video over again always. Okay? Let's see. And this one's money, so we need to make sure our labeling is good. 472 plus 219. Okay, and the last thing we need to do is do our math here. So this is subtraction. We can't take 3 away from 2, so we need to borrow. This becomes 7, and this becomes 12. Now we can. 12 minus 3 is 9. 7 minus 4 is 3. All right, and this one is plus. 8 plus 2, we know that this is 10. Plus 1 is 11. Carry the 1. 9 plus 1 is 10. Plus 7 is 17. 18, 19, 20. Put the 0. We carry the 2. 2 plus nothing is 200, or 201. 2 plus nothing is 2, which makes this answer 201, which is what I meant to say. And here we always make sure we drop down the $sign. We don't ever want to forget that because we get points off on our assessment if it's not labeled. So it's a plus. 9 plus 2 is 11. Carry the 1. 7 plus 1 is 8. Plus 1 is 9. Don't forget the decimal. It's always 1 number, 2 number, decimal. Okay, and then 4 plus 2 is 6. So the answer is $6.91. Okay, so now that we're done with this, let me know if you guys have any questions on anything, and go ahead and do your very best to do the back side. Now, if you need help with this, go and refer to the other page that we did today, okay? Earlier today where we wrote this one right here, and it will help you with this one, okay? So if there's any questions, let me know.